Hello, what is going on? Dan Fitz, the Street Preacher. This is in fact probably the hardest video I've ever had to do. Which is why I went live. It's unscripted, unrehearsed. There can be no errors. So I released a marketing campaign today for the Daily Freedom Path. And if you've seen me write ads, right, marketing campaigns, they are quite offensive. They can upset someone, especially if that is a certain man. If the shoe fits, wear it. If the truth hurts, it's usually the truth. Now, as I make this video, this sermon, this Sunday sermon, this isn't just for me. This is for everyone that has messaged me, text me, email me, in a good and a bad way. The people that I've let down, I've fallen short for, I haven't been there for whatever reason. I want to talk to you about my year, not to be a victim and not to be, this is why I didn't do it, but I want you to understand that we all go through shit, to say the least. It was around this time last year I was laying in bed with a semi-broken neck. In fact, this is how little people care. Someone tried to tell me it was fractured and not broken to downplay the seriousness of the situation. Nonetheless, I'd broken my neck riding a motorcycle into a drunk sex tourist. Now, I'm not saying that to make the other guy look like it was his fault, but that's what he was. And that's what happens when you do that kind of thing. It increases your chance of bad shit happening. So I'm in a foreign country and I crashed my motorcycle into another man. It killed him. And as I lay there in my bed, beat up, not being able to move, so I didn't go to the hospital, as I found out this gentleman had died, I realized the gravity of my situation. This was about November last year. Now my girl, she'd gone to Ukraine to see her mother, and understandably so, working and creating an income at that time was not easy, especially doing this. It's also why I probably stopped showing up most of this year. But once she made it over around January 1st, it was really downhill from there, not due to her or not mainly due to me. Just an incredibly bad series of events continued to unfold. Now, the motorcycle incident is bad enough, but it was around February, my grandmother died. Probably the last real mother figure I had in my life. It was also around that same time the Russia-Ukraine war kicked off. Now my girl was from Ukraine, is from Ukraine. And I really don't understand the dynamics of what is going on there, but I also know her mother was there and the situation is not good. If you've ever had a loved one in a war zone, I truly wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. So the year's not starting great. I'm down one motorcycle, I have a broken neck, my body count is now 1. My grandmother has died. I have no time, energy or finances to head back for a funeral. In fact, I watched her die on a Zoom call. And now my girl's mother is in a country where a war is kicking off. Now, not only did I not really feel like working too much then, I really don't feel like working now. And as I was healing, as I was processing everything that was happening, funds started running dry. Now, judge not lest you be judged. I mean, if you live in a glass house, don't throw stones. The gravity of the situation with the war, generating an income, looking after her mother, my girl decided it would be best if she returned to strip clubs. That's what she used to do. I promised her I'd give her a better life. I couldn't fulfill that promise. So as she went back to that place for 2 months, I tailspinned further into depression, further into debt, further into darkness. Understandably so. But through the strength of God and the people around me, I managed to start walking again, find my feet. You'd be surprised what you do when you have to do it. Now around 6 months has passed at this stage. My grandma has died, my girl's gone to a strip club. Someone I also truly loved is in a war zone. And something that I thought no one really cared about, this sex tourist dying. The man's son, about 6 months later, I guess he must have found out his dad was missing. And he hired 2 of the best prosecutors on the island to come after me. Now, I don't want to say anything negative about that family and their intentions behind why they did what they did, other than the obvious money. But already starting off the year and just life in general in not a good position. Start of this year, a lawsuit with 2 prosecutors who were being paid very well was not easy. Thankfully, to a lot of hard work and a lot of effort on my part, my girl came back into my life around the middle of the year. But through associating with the wrong people, by saying yes more than I said no, no is the most powerful word in the English language. When you say no to something, you're saying yes to yourself. Run that back one more time, say that with me. When you say no to something, you're saying yes to yourself. Someone asks you to move, someone asks you to come out partying, someone says you have to do something for them. No, you don't. If they call you a bad person or they start making life hard for you, then it says more about them than it does about you. Now, I'm a strong motherfucker. I'm a generous motherfucker. And I don't say that modestly. I truly am. But after what I'd already experienced by the middle of the year, I didn't realize how lost I'd become. I didn't realize how dark things had become, to say the least. Now, the beautiful thing about hindsight, I do see that now, but you can't change the past. Big Shane, what is up? Good to see you, brother. So the following next few months, I guess I would call it the beginning of the end. My motorcycles were repossessed. My car was repossessed. I had to sell off items to make ends meet for the legal expenses. Again, this life that I promised my girl did not come to fruition because of the stress and the pressure of mainly just having 10 years prison on the table and paying upwards of 20,000 US to defend myself. On something, honestly, if you asked me, it wasn't even my fault. But I didn't have that choice based on the legal system that I was in. It's not something I could pay to make go away when 3 different countries are involved. Not to mention the man was dead. The amount of nightmares I was having by this stage, the reason why you probably noticed me smoking 2 packs a day, every day. The reason why, in fact, I barely showed up online, if at all. Least of all to coach, least of all to help people with the DFP, was because of everything I just told you about. No, I'm not saying that gets me off the hook, that makes it alright. When things are hard for you, you give up and quit. Not at all. This court case dragged on about 6 months. There was about at least 16 odd court cases that I went to, and I found myself on parole. They took my passport, so I had no access to ATM cards. I had no access to travel. I had more fear, stress and pressure than I've ever experienced in my entire life. On top of that, I'm mending a relationship, and on top of that, I'm trying to keep my game face on for this place where I coach men to live a better life. Yet here I am, drowning in responsibility, debt, pressure, fear of going to prison, fear of losing everything. My grandma's just died, my girl's mother's in a war zone, my cat goes fucking missing. My therapy, my bikes are gone. I stopped going to the gym. And the nail in the coffin for me this year, 2 weeks before the final court case, where I thought it was the home straight, where I thought everything was going to be fine. My girl decided to leave me in the very worst way. Betrayal that can only happen to people that you love. It can only happen to people that are close to you. Now, being a man, you have to take responsibility. Being a man of God and being a man of the DFP, you have to take total ownership, and I do. Does it make her a bad person? Does it make her right in what she did? It doesn't matter. If I was the man I should have been, needed to be, wanted to be, could have been, I mean, you can't stop death, but there are many things that I could have avoided, many things that I could have stopped from happening this year. But more importantly, this is what I say to you so fucking often. When the storms come, as they always do, you need to be ready. Stockpile in abundance of physical strength, mental strength, financial abundance, because they will wipe you the fuck out. You think you're having a bad day now? Your grandma dies, your girl leaves you, kill a man on a motorcycle, her mother's in a fucking war zone, your cat goes missing, business starts tanking, coming at the tail end of a scamdemic. I would not have wished what I experienced this year on my worst enemy. But like I said at the start of this video, this isn't to say, oh, it was so bad for me, oh, it's so hard, I'm a victim, please guys give me some sympathy. I couldn't give two fucks what you think about me. Nothing's changed. I'm sharing this for any man who's going through shit right now, who's afraid to sign up to the DFP, but they have 100 reasons why they can't, 100 reasons why they just can't fix their life, can't do anything, why they're fucked, why everything sucks. Because this happened and that happened, everything's, I get it. I get it. Have you got your anger under control? Have you got your nutrition under control? Are you getting up as early as you can in the day to make sure everything's okay? And staying up as late as you can to make sure everything you can fucking possibly do in that day to get out of that situation is done? Probably not. Which will ultimately lead to more pain, more failure, more heartbreak, more financial stress. Because you didn't shut the fuck up and say, I'm here because of me. I'm here because of what I did. Yes, people can lie to you, use you, do the wrong thing by you. People die, accidents happen. Absolutely, I get that. Did you hear anything I just said? I fucking truly get that. I truly believe if I wasn't a man of faith, if I wasn't the powerhouse that I fucking built over the years, if I was any less of a man, I'd be dead. One, possibly by my own hand, or two, the amount of people that showed up in my life helped me out, including God. They would not have been there had I not been the man that I am. But also the God's honest truth. Maybe I'd still be in a relationship. Maybe I could have hired my own prosecutors to go after him, get my money back. Maybe, if, but, so what? So what? What the fuck are you gonna do now? I'm tired of an inbox of excuses. I'm tired of people telling me how frustrated they are. I'm tired of people saying to me, oh, well, Dan, you didn't do this. Or, so fucking what? When the fuck did you do one or any of the things that you should have done? Especially that involve me. So get the fuck out of here with your holier than thou righteous attitude. When just about 90% of the people in my life, 90% of you guys probably, had no idea one or any of those things were happening to me. Now you know. And now I know how to kill someone and make it look like an accident. So back off. That's a joke. That's a joke. I still got it. Still got it. I want to leave you with this. This is the only part that's scripted. You're going to make me sign up to the DFP? If you haven't done it by now, you pussy, you're fucking never going to. It's a series of quotes by someone who changed my life with his words. Never met the man. His name's Les Brown. If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace and your sleep for it, if all that you dream and scheme is about it and life seems useless and worthless without it, if you gladly sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all your terror of the opposition for it, if you simply go after that thing that you want with all your capacity, strength and sagacity, faith, hope and confidence and stern pertinacity, neither cold, poverty, famine, nor gout, sickness, nor pain of body and brain can keep you away from the thing that you want. If dogged and grim, you beseech and beset it, with the help of God, you'll get it. He's basically saying, if you want something, stop being a fucking pussy and go and get it. This isn't a video to my girl, she won't watch this. This isn't a video to the people that I've helped or harmed this year. Simply a video to you saying, if you're going through shit, trust me, I get it. If you don't want to show up or you're meant to show up, trust me, I fucking get that. More than you can understand. But I can also tell you this, if you had a year similar to mine, and I God hope that you haven't, there are 3 versions of you from now on. The one that you thought was okay coming into the storm. You fucking learned very quickly that man was done enough. And he got fucking wiped out. There's a second version of you where you find yourself in this hellscape that's created by chance and choice. Now you can stay there and you can tell everyone how bad it is and how you got there, and no one gives a fuck. And most people are glad it's you and not them. Or you become that third person. The one with 250 stitches in his face, the one that broke his neck last year. The one that thought he met the love of his life but has now really no intention of pursuing. The one who has friends all over the world, but when shit hit the fan, I worked out who was real. And every other single fucking time I turned my back on God in life, he turned his back on me. But not a single time did I turn my back on God this year. Not even at the worst times. In fact, I believed more, I prayed more when things were hard. And here I am, a free man. Both arms and legs working fine. Still relatively handsome, so open to opinion. And here I am doing what I need to do when I need to do it. This Sunday sermon was for you, if you watch it all the way through. I thought I was going to cry doing this. I didn't think the words would come to me doing this. But I've done this enough to know when I watch this back or when I hear from people, this would be one of the best sermons I ever fucking did in my life. Thanks for the love. See? What can I say? Fucking good. It's not that I don't care that you're struggling. I wouldn't waste my time spending most of my life trying to help people. It's not that I don't care, it's that you don't understand. I don't want you to be there. I don't want you to be in hell. I don't want you to face all these challenges and adversities alone. I don't want you to spend most of the day thinking, how long can I not give up for? I want you to think about every single day, what's on the other side of pain? What's on the other side of work? What's on the other side of total humiliation and failure? You're not going to die. There's an urban legend that I can't die. I truly question that this year. I fucking guarantee you that. Much love to you, brother. So as I kind of forget this is a lie because I kind of got in sync with what I was saying and what I was doing, I'll wrap it up there because I don't want to speak on this again. I don't want to share any of this again. And if you know me in my personal life and you think I'm looking for sympathy, or you want to know where I've been or what I've been doing this year, and you can't understand that things have been challenging for me, I want you to go fuck yourself. But that's not for these people. This is for the man or woman that's sitting there, staring through one eye on the couch, wondering how they keep going, wondering, can they keep going? Is it worth it? Is it your fault? Who fucking cares whose fault it is? Who cares why it happened? It's happened. What are you going to do now? Are you going to be better or bitter? Are you going to be made from this, or are you going to be broken by this? Because I swear to fucking God, a month ago, only a month ago, I wouldn't have been sitting here the same way I'm talking to you now. In fact, I wasn't. A month. Turn things around. Another month. Even further. Another year. I won't even remember this. Not because I forget about how bad this year, probably all the concussions I've had, but yeah. Anyway, I think I made my point. Thanks for staying on, you guys. Love you. Thanks for the love. I got a PhD in pain. I got a diploma in darkness. And I have the wisdom and knowledge to get you out of that place as fast as possible. It's up to you whether you want to do it or not. It doesn't bother me. New year, new me. Fuck that. The old me's coming back, but better and more offensive. Because that's what you fucking need. I'm Dan Fitz, a street preacher. Don't fucking forget that. Godspeed. God bless.